Hi, it's Andy Phillips here and welcome to the Campaign Ignition sequence. This is day 8 of our 21-day business and digital marketing training course, and today we're going to be looking at the digital assets that we spoke about yesterday and what we're going to do with them. So yesterday I asked you to list out your digital assets. Now this is to log what you have available to market your products and services. It's also going to be the list of digital internet assets that you can use in conjunction with each other to create your marketing campaigns. So for instance, a simple campaign could be to create a Facebook post, promote it to an audience, and drive that audience through to a squeeze page where you're giving away a download in return for the site visitors' details. So a list building campaign fed by Facebook. And you can use a number of these digital assets to drive traffic through to things like landing pages, squeeze pages, and your website and that sort of thing. So you can see that having a list of digital assets is incredibly important. So let's start with the website. Do you have control of the building and posting of pages on your website? Or do you have a company that does it for you? Now, if you've got a company that does it for you, that adds content to your site, it means it will take a little bit of time and costs money every single time that you want to create something for your campaign, which is not too much of a problem if it's all part of an overall strategy. But if it is the case, then you may consider creating a simple, maybe a website created on WordPress, and using something like Thrive Themes or something like that to give you a platform that you control and can create some good basic landing pages. Now, of course, the advantage to this is that it has a really fast turnaround. It just takes you a little bit of time to do, but it's got a fast turnaround. You can do things on a sixpence, literally. Next thing is, do you have a blog? Again, this is a great way to build value-based content, which can use the social networks to drive traffic too. The value-based content incorporate two things, two key elements, and convert people either to your list or drive them further down the sales funnel. And the first element is on-page SEO, or search engine optimization, where the content that you create has been optimized for the search engines to index your pages and hopefully serve up your content when people search for specific information or using specific search terms when they're searching for that information. Now, I'm not going to go into SEO in this video. We'll probably cover that later on in the series. But it is important to think about these key words when you're actually writing your content. Now, the second element is the calls to action that you place within your blog. These calls to action you can place in your sidebar or anywhere within your content. So this will get people who are interested in your content to click through to your landing pages in order to take advantage of further targeted content, normally accessible only when they've entered their details in a form, which again puts them onto your list and you create a database of those prospects. Now let's look at the social networks. These will be key to building your visibility and your ability to drive traffic through to your content. The major social media platforms that you should consider are Facebook, where apart from your personal account, you can have a page for your business, or a group page where you can engage with prospects and customers alike. If people like your page, your post will be seen in their timeline, so you'll be far more visible to them. Likewise, if people join your groups, again, goes into their timeline, and again, you'll get that visibility. You've also got things like Twitter and LinkedIn. You've got YouTube where you can put videos up, and video marketing is incredibly important. We're definitely going to go into video marketing a little bit deeper in this 21-day series. You've also got things like Google and also Instagram. Now, there are other platforms which may suit your business, but these platforms we just spoken about are the key ones that you should be on. And all of them are useful in different ways. And the most important thing here is the consistency of your brand across those platforms. And that's what today's exercise is really all about. To create profiles on those platforms for yourself, or to consolidate the information on those platforms if you've already got them built. The consistency I speak about is simply to have a consistent look and feel and a consistent message. This is all about the creation of your social media profile on each of these main social platforms. Now, the important elements here are your name and your username. Your name is what people may search if they're looking for you, and normally you use your actual name. But it could be your company name as well. It really all depends on the size of your company and if people are actually searching for your company. Your username should also be consistent across the platforms if possible. And you can check this on sites like Noam, where you can just enter your name here. So let's put something Art Force, which could be the name of your company, and just check it against over 500 different social platforms. Now look, if you can see here, you got available, but there's some that are taken, so you might want to put some numbers at the end, so something like 101 or 100 or something like that, and try again. Okay, you can see there's a lot more availability. You need to do this and just make sure that you've got a consistent name across as many platforms as possible. You're not going to get everything every time. Don't forget, social platforms have been up and running for a long time. So, but you can actually look at the different social platforms in GNOME and see if the name is available. You'll also find a lot of social platforms that you've never ever heard of. The great thing about GNOME, this product, this website, is apart from all in all ones, so things like Discuss, Tumblr, that sort of thing, and WordPress, you know, you've got all these different types of things like bookmarking sites, business sites, community sites. So there's lots of different ones that would be perfect maybe for your business that you've never heard of. So it could be a little bit of a discovery for you as well. So that's the site GNOME. The next thing is your profile pic. Now the debate here is whether to go with a photograph of you or your business logo, and I think it's a judgment call. However, if your business brand is big enough, then it's possibly the way to go. On the other hand, if you're building a personal brand or want to connect with and engage with your clients on a personal level, which I think is probably the best way to go for most people, then it really should be a head and shoulders shot of you, a professional one if possible. The next thing is the links that are in your social profile. Now all the social networks enable you to put your website, your landing pages or your blogs into your links section. Not all of them, but most of them do. And you can put those within your profile. But one thing to do is to make sure that these links are current, relevant and working. It's very easy to, over the time, to just get your business different pages, take different ones off. You know, so you might have ones that are dead links. That's the worst thing you can have on a social profile. So go back and make sure that you've got the relevant and current links to your, your major website, your blog, landing page, that sort of thing. The next thing is your bio. This is normally a sentence or two about you and your business. Now this needs to be really carefully written and very concise. Most social bios are restricted to the amount of words that you have in there. Some of them are a couple of hundred words, some of them are shorter. So you may have more space in some than in others. Now this is a perfect place to exercise your elevator pitch. Elevator pitch is simply a pitch about you and your business, which is quite short and very concise, and it's called an elevator pitch because it's the sort of thing, if someone asks you what you do in your business, as they get into an elevator, it's the time it takes to go from one floor to the next. If you can succinctly tell them exactly what you do and why they should be doing business with you in that short amount of time, then you've really got a very good little pitch. And so you can use that same sort of content or same sort of context in your bio. And also, if you can, use keywords wherever you can. You also include information on things like your interests, your background, what you've done in the past, and include maybe some promotions or offers as well. So today's task is really to create or clean up your social profiles and make sure they're pointing to the right websites, landing pages and blogs, and that your bios and your pictures are all as perfect and consistent across the platforms as possible. So that's your task for today.